Welcome to Big Hoss's Tailgate.
So, surprise drop in. I got Drew Nickens here from Austin. How you doing there, bud?
I'm good. I'm good. How are y'all? How's everything going?
Pretty
You're in
good.
Pittsburgh, right?
Yeah, Pittsburgh.
So, what is this about Pittsburgh style steak?
Pittsburgh style steak. I have to check on this one because I've never heard of that because there's a lot of Pittsburgh style things.
It's
Uh,
like it's like black on the outside, but like rare on the inside. Something
oh
insane.
yeah, I've heard some wild stuff like that. I don't know, man. I've eat steaks like a normal person, like just medium well. I'm good.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, listen. I gotta make sure I ain't gonna get sick off this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I go rare or like medium rare. I don't
Uh,
know. I feel like it encapsulates the steak.
now, my brother he does rare, but like when he cut into that thing, it looks like it's still kicking. I'm like, I don't know if I could do that, man. But I'm sure you're getting some pretty good steaks down in Austin, right?
Get steaks when I can. I mean, I'll even eat a Golden Corral steak. I'm not picky when it comes to steaks, man. I mean, a steak is a steak. It comes from a cow. You just have to kind of embrace it that way.
The only place I don't think I'd ever get a steak in is in New York because I seen a video where it showed they were using like glue and they were gluing the meat together, and I'm just like, who, what? How do you even? There's meat
What
glue? Like that was my
what
big
rabbit
takeaway. There's
hole
meat
would you
glue.
go? What rabbit hole do you go down, dog?
Dude,
That's
listen,
not crazy.
I'll go to some 3 a.m. social media reels, man. I don't know how it's going to turn out sometimes.
Are you a conspiracy theorist?
Oh, big. I mean, within reason. If there's valid like evidence, I can buy into it. Like I can't buy the flat Earth one because it's been disproven so many times.
Hmm.
But like, I'll go down the rabbit hole of like aliens and all that stuff.
I like the Denver airport. That's like the only conspiracy that I believe. I feel like
Oh,
that
what's
was
that
like
one?
it's like an Illuminati hideout. Is like there's a lot of symbolism at the airport, and it's a weird airport. The way it's built, just you got something to watch now.
You know what? I buy it because you know what? It's at one of those like on a mountaintop cities.
Yeah,
So
and
it's
it's
kind of like,
like
listen, we're bedded in just in case some shit goes down. I could see them hide inside of a rock. I buy
yeah,
it. So how long you been doing stand up for, man?
almost 9 years now. 9 years in August. So
Heck yeah. I'm
it's been
about three. What's that?
three, 3 years. That's cool.
When did you first like start? Like where?
So I did my first open mic in College Station, and then a month later I moved to Shreveport, Louisiana, and that was not the greatest place to get your wings. But then, like a year later, I moved to Dallas, and that's when I really started finding my footing.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I started here in Pittsburgh and I've been doing it for about 3 years. I've been to Austin like once.
Yeah, that's cool. So how'd you like Austin when you were here?
Oh, I loved it. Like I was like, this feels like a new Nashville, like because like I used to party in Nashville a lot, but like Austin's like we felt like partying back then. Like I was like, oh, the drinks are still kind of affordable. You know, the bars are actually pretty jumping and stuff. It's like it's not too
Mhm.
big, but I have a feeling give it like another 5 years, it's going to be packed. It's going to be just the same.
I think there's a lot of like riff. Is there a lot of riffraff in Nashville, like fights and stuff? Because I feel like there wasn't when I went.
There is more now, I'd say, but like down Broadway. But they kind of keep that stuff on a lock pretty much now. But it used to be it used to be pretty bad. There's more. I would say there's more people asking for money down there now than there ever was.
Yeah, but that's any cityscape like downtown is going to have a jumping pop homeless population just because they know they'll get 100 no's, but that one yes will give them something, so they're always going to be out there.
Oh yeah, I was in I seen there was one in Pittsburgh where some guy got caught shitting on someone's like front door, like in their front door of their business. And the
Mm.
guy was like, "What's going on here?" And he got blasted online for saying something. And he's like, "Someone shit on my front door. I think I have a right to be pissed."
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Downtown, there's no bathrooms downtown. The bigger the city, the less there are public restrooms. I have learned that.
dude, you're telling me I had the idea of having Jersey pizza before like going to Madison's. We went up to Madison Square Garden to see Kill Tony, but we're staying in Jersey, so I had the mistake of having Jersey greasy pizza before hopping on the subway to go to Madison Square Garden to sign up for Kill Tony. Do you know what it's like to ride the subway when you have like hot diarrhea waiting to explode? It's not
Yeah.
good. It's not good at
Yeah.
all. Every time you try to go to the bathroom in the subway station, like in the little stations there, like
Mm.
all the doors are locked because people are like shooting up.
Yeah, and then like when I had a whole system because I was staying in New York at
Hmm.
the time and then going to New York. So I would get on the bus. It's like a 30-minute drive, 30-minute bus ride. Then
Hmm.
I go to the bathroom at the station. I would then go get my 2 energy drinks to put in my little purse thing that I had, and then from there I'd be able to. I would literally meticulously try to plan out where there was public restrooms because if you don't like plan it out, you will
Yeah,
have a bad time.
yeah. I'm a big dude, and so the ecosystem in that stomach is you don't know how it's going to go. It could
Hmm.
be good one day. It could be the next day. Go, you know what? It's going to be hot mess for you all day.
Yeah.
So what do you like to do when you're not doing stand up? Like you got any
Uh,
hobbies?
yeah, I'm a big country dancer. I go country dancing a lot. I
Oh,
like to
okay.
play poker. And I like to watch boxing. Those are like my big things.
Ah, okay. I'm a big country music guy. I grew up like on the old school stuff.
Oh, okay.
Like you guys are in Austin a lot. Like I always heard about like Waylon Jennings being down there and Willie Nelson. Like I grew up on that kind of country.
You don't listen to any newer artists now?
I do listen to some newer stuff. I would like to say I'm an Ella fella. You know, I do
I
like
mean,
Ella.
that's hard. That's hard to anybody to listen to her music. She's one of the few women country stars that makes music for everybody. Yeah, she has her little placation towards the women, and I just want to be her. But like most of her stuff, anybody can listen to, and that's why like you'll see like no dude's gonna be like, yeah, I love Miranda Lambert because she doesn't make music for everybody. Like,
I don't know. I do listen to some Miranda Lambert.
eh.
Dude, gunpowder and lead. Let's go, man.
That's okay. That is, I hate that song because every woman who looks like they are going to be a Karen or are a Karen will sing that for karaoke, and they have the worst dye job in the world. And I don't know.
You're not
I
you're
can't
not
stand.
wrong. Like
I'm
that's
not
the
wrong.
and I've seen the smaller version of them do the same song. They're like 5 foot and they're doing
I'm
that.
gonna do my shotgun. Like,
Yeah.
no, that and Before He Cheats. Those are like the two.
You
I
just playing a Tequila Cowboy Pittsburgh night for me, man. I remember walking in, I'd hear that song kick on. I'm like, oh God, here it comes.
Yeah, here
You'll
it
hear it
goes.
5 times throughout the night.
Yeah, because what's your karaoke song?
Mine, I would say Luke Combs, When It Rains It Pours,
Okay,
or Feathered Indians,
by
Tyler
Tyler
Childers.
Childers. That's a good one. I
I'll
have
throw
like a
that West
very.
Virginia accent on it too to make it even better.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
I like me some Childers, man. He's always been good. I think him Sturgill.
Oh, I'm a big Sturgill guy. Big Sturgill
Turtle,
guy.
Turtles on the way down. Whew.
The first time
And
I
it,
seen Sturgill was Zach Brown band.
Oh man, that's the best concert I've ever been to was the Zach Brown Band concert. So
Pre-COVID, like before he got
yeah,
into EDM and all that stuff, like their concerts were like, to
legit.
compare them, Brothers Osborne puts on a good show.
Really?
They put on a banging show. When they did Skeletons, like the album when it was like
Yeah.
2021 maybe, and dude, they came out with glow in the dark like these giant skeletons and were dancing on the crowd. I was like, holy shit, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Those dudes put on a banger show.
That's sick. Um, I like. I've been to a lot of concerts because that when I lived in Dallas, that was one of the things I would go to the amusement park all the time, and I had enough free time I could go to a bunch of concerts. And so, if you're on a national tour, Dallas is one of your big stops. So
Mhm.
I got to see a lot of really fun concerts. But Zach Brown Band was easily, I think I saw him in 2013, 2012.
That's about when I seen them.
Yeah. Oof.
Yeah.
Great song.
I'm a big Toby Keith fan. So every time he came to Pittsburgh, I seen Toby Keith, and I got to see his last time he came to play in Pittsburgh. That was fun.
Oh man, he deteriorated quick too.
I
Oof.
remember like COVID, like lockdown stuff, and then he was playing by himself, and then they said he had cancer, and then when he came back for that last song, it was like, oh, he's gonna die. That's
Yeah.
how this is gonna go.
Him and Randy Travis, you're kind of like, damn, life gets.
I got mixed feelings on how they treat Randy Travis because they only bring him out at the award show, and it's just for him to just go say amen. I was gonna do it. I was gonna feel really bad about it, but I'm like, it's almost like I don't want to see him like this. Like
Yeah,
I don't know if he wants to be here. He probably doesn't. He probably wants to be home watching this. Like I don't
it's so
know.
weird when you see like him and like Bruce Willis and like all these guys that you grew up with that were healthy, just dudes, and then they hit 70 years old, and it's just like
They just
that
fall apart.
rapid deterioration. It's crazy.
And what they're saying about Bruce Willis is that apparently like his is because he like had a stunt go wrong, got hit in the head, and
I just,
and they think it was just a concussion that maybe got worse maybe over
mm.
time. I don't know because
Then
now it makes
that,
me want to go back and watch the movies and be like, which time did he get hit in the head?
yeah. Well, they're not going to keep the one where he got hit in the head in the movie.
That's true. They didn't keep the good. Sometimes they do. Sometimes there's some good hit, like the Star Wars, the when the stormtrooper smacks his head off the ceiling.
Yeah.
Yeah, like sometimes they do leave those in. Those are always fun to look for. My
Yeah.
brother ruined this movie called The Mountain Men for me
Oh,
because
yeah.
they kept in when they roll over the hill. There's a fart. There's an audible fart on camera. Like could have been cut out. Could have been left. Nope, it's just in there. And like I laughed. I had to rewind the movie like 6 times because I kept laughing at this one fart in the movie. It's
Yeah.
like supposed to be like an R-rated like hardcore western, and there's just a random fart.
That's the one with Nicole Kidman, right?
No, that's the one with Brian Keith
Oh,
and
okay.
Charlton Heston. It's like from the '80s.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking, what movie am I thinking from the 2000s that was kind of like a western?
Is that the one with Tommy Lee Jones where their granddaughter goes missing?
I don't know.
It's like the one Native American dude just keeps blowing like dust in their face and weird
I
stuff.
don't know. I just remember Nicole Kidman was in one of those like western style
Oh,
dresses.
Cold Mountain.
Gold Mountain. There we
That's a
go.
Civil War one. Yeah. Yeah.
Close enough.
That was a movie I wasn't allowed to watch as a kid because apparently there's a hardcore sex scene in it. My
I
parents were
think.
like strict, like, nah, not happening, bud.
Well, it's crazy because now you can go on Instagram and see something way more hardcore than some of the hardcore scenes you see on.
My buddy just sent me a promo that somebody put out for a party, and the video is the guy standing in front, and clearly there's a woman giving a blowjob right behind him.
Mm-hmm.
But like all you see is her head motion, and like he's just standing perfectly in line and moving his hands. And I'm like, that's your promo? but it worked because now I'm gonna go to that guy's party. Probably, I don't know. I might. I don't do a drop in. Uh, so what are you into? Like you more like just country music or the box? You said
Country music,
boxing.
boxing. I'm a big boxing guy. I watch boxing every weekend. I watch British boxing, and then because British boxing will start about noon till about 5, and then the main cards, you like the prelims will start about 6:30. Then while I'm doing comedy, I'll watch boxing in between shows or while I'm not like getting ready for anything. So
Yeah, nice. That's what I've been. Dude, how do you guys remember like everything? That's my hardest thing right now is remembering all my like jokes and stuff because there's like little things that I'll forget sometimes if I just try to glaze over it.
do
Just
you have
remembering,
like a list of the jokes you're going to tell on stage with you, like a notepad with your
yeah, I have
list?
like a little set list.
Yeah. Well, like for me, I just always have my set list, and when I feel like I'm losing something, I just look down
Okay.
and like, and then you just repeat, repetition to where it's just second nature to do everything there.
Yeah.
You're not really like screwing anything up.
I think what happens is sometimes you go on stage and that anxiety hits you and then your mind just goes, you know what? I'm leaving you up here. See you. And you're like, why? Why'd you leave me? Like, just chill. Like there's five people here. It's at a bar on an open mic. Chill.
Well, it's just that's just kind of how it goes. Like once you've done, because I'm doing stand up all the time.
Yeah.
And now that anxiety really doesn't hit me unless I'm doing something like big, like when I open for Adam Ray at the Mothership, or when I open for him at my home casino. Like when I'm doing those, that's when it's like, okay, I got to really lock in because now I got a little bit of anxiety, but I'm ready. And then, but if you're not really nervous during like those big shows, and are you really there? Are you really present? Because
Yep.
once you know the magnitude of the moment, you kind of can live up to it because you know what's going on.
Yeah. I think I'm just so focused. It's like I shouldn't be here. So therefore, it's like I want to do a really good job because I'm here.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Where it's like, because there's times where it's like you go places and you're just like, it wasn't that funny, was it? Like it can't be that funny. It was just like it was a stupid like throwaway thing.
yeah,
You know what I
but
mean?
it's all about trying to know where you're at, being prepared, getting up on stage enough to where when you do have an opportunity, it's because you're always comedy. You can't take a 2 3 month break and then think think you're going to be all right. Like you have to constantly be doing stuff. You have to constantly be like you can't take a week off. Even if you take a week off, you're rusty. You're
Hmm.
you're rusty somewhere somehow because you just have to constantly. There's a constant upkeep with it, and so if you're constantly trying new things, getting up on stage, trying your best no matter where you're at, everything will work out that way. And I think that's where we have to kind of go.
Yeah, I've been trying to open up my different things I'm trying to get better at. Roasting is the one thing I'm trying to get better at. I'm too way too nice of a person, so I always feel like what I'm going to say is going to be really harsh. So I'm like, I just got to find a funny way to do this.
Well, don't if you don't think that you're ready for that, or you don't think that that's something in your wheelhouse, you don't got to do that. You don't have to like. You don't have to do something that you feel like you're not great at yet. So like roasting is a good subset if you need it. I do a lot of like crowd work roast while I'm on stage. But I don't do roast battles because roast battles, I know they're going to be specifically mean and I'm going to go into survival mode. So
Uh,
that's why I don't do roast battles. But I'll do like a fun little roast while I'm doing material because it loops in, it gets everyone involved. Now, if you can try that and you have kind of these pointed roasts where they know what's going on, and nobody's going to get too offended because you're just saying, "Oh, you look like you rip little kids off for Pokemon cards." Boom. Who's going to get mad at that? They're going to get offended? No. Just find ways where you like. If someone said that about you, you wouldn't be that mad. You know?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, because we've been doing they brought roast battle to Pittsburgh.
mhm.
So we've been prepping for doing those and stuff, and it really helps if like it turns out you're roasting like a friend of yours or you kind of know them a little bit, because then it's like, oh, we can kind of just bounce things off, a little
Yeah,
bit, and also just we already kind of know it's going to be good. We just kind of keep it like really hard for the show, because
yeah,
like that's what people want to see. They want to see you guys rip each other apart, and you're like, all right, I'm gonna go for it. And he's like, yeah, just he's like, dead dad, go for it. I'm like, all right, sweet.
yeah. I mean, and that's the thing is like I have so many things people can talk about, and I've never been one of those guys just like, oh, I'm in for a roast battle. I've never been a roast battle guy. So, um, but I have judged roast battles. So,
Okay, yeah, if you're ever up in Pittsburgh, hit my buddies up. They'll definitely get squeeze you in or something. Be
yeah.
a judge.
So,
Um,
so, so how long do you think you're going to live in Pittsburgh your whole life or?
oh, I hope not. I definitely want to get out of here. I just don't know where to go. Because a part of me is like, oh, Nashville would be cool because it's got the country music scene, and then you got, I think there is a comedy scene in Nashville.
Oh, Nashville's got, to me, it's a sleeper comedy. You got to be clean, but there's a lot of killers in Nashville right now. I mean, you got Stroke, you got Fiona, you got AJ Wilkerson, you got Nate Bargatze, you got Dusty Slay, you got Theo. I think pops in around there. There's so many killers over there right now that it's kind of ridiculous how quietly they've been building a big scene over there,
Oh yeah,
and they
Cleveland's got
only have
some.
two big clubs.
Cleveland's also got a pretty good scene too. Like
Martin
some,
one.
like I was surprised. Like I was like, oh, I didn't know that their scene was this. Like these guys are all killers. That's yeah. Marty was from up there. I seen him. I was like, that was cool. Him, and then I seen a guy from Morgantown made it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so there's a real like this guy just walks. My one buddy called it. He goes, "Dude, this is one of the cleanest like guys I've ever seen go up." Because he went up there, did the thing, nailed the interview, and walked off. And was like, "Peace." Like he was like that in and out. I was like, "Holy shit!"
And I think sometimes Tony can sniff out a pro.
Uh huh.
I think sometimes he knows when a pro is signing up and he treats them like a pro, gives them a great interview, and he knows, okay, this is how we're going to elevate your platform.
Yep.
They don't need a golden ticket. They don't need anything like that. They're already pro.
Yep.
So it's like he sniffs them out.
Yeah.
Um, yeah.
Yeah, I
The,
think
the
it's,
one
I've
time,
noticed that like when he sees someone who's been doing, or it's like there's somebody's like, oh yeah, this guy's been doing it for a while, but he's not that serious. Then it's like, oh okay, now I get to kind of expose that guy real quick.
yeah, well, yeah. If you're not, because the thing is, if you're doing a bucket pool, you better have your best fucking minute, your best material on deck for
Yep.
that minute, because this is your showcase. This is the way to pitch yourself as a comedian. How do we want to see you? Da 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 da. Because if you're not doing that, once you start getting into the 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 minute range of being on Kill Tony, that's a little bit more difficult because now you have to start reaching in your bag for new material. You got to show a little bit more growth in your writing. But your first minute, your first 2 to 3 minutes should be some of your best jokes you have
Yeah.
because you're showcasing yourself, you're
That,
pitching yourself.
that's kind of cool. It gives you guys the motivation to come up with a new minute every week. Like, you know what I
Hey,
mean? Like that's a lot of because if I was starting out and I was like, dude, I just smashed with a minute. Now I have to come up with another one. Like, oh
yeah,
shit.
yeah. I mean, I did 4 minutes my first episode. But the problem was it was 10 minutes of my material because it was like, okay, they let me have my phone And I was just looking up, hey, what jokes do I have? I have this one, I have this one. I can combine the two. Instead of having that time to be like, okay, where can I go here? Where can I go there? Kind of maneuver everything.
Yeah.
So very, very interesting process. And now I'm doing 45s, which is cool.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm kind of branching out trying to hit the 20s
Hmm.
because it's like I didn't realize, oh yeah, I have the material. I just haven't got to use all of it yet. Like I've kind of I forgot about a lot of stuff that I could bring back and make it better now because
Well, yeah, I call that the attic because we always have shit in our attic that we just kind of forget about. And then you come back to it, and now that you're a better, more established comic, now you have another angle. Now you have new tags. Now you have a way to really present it better and be. And I've done that with a couple of jokes.
yeah.
Like my next Kill Tony minute I'm doing is from an older joke that I had, and I came back to it a year later, and now it's really cooking because I know what I'm doing.
Yeah. I think the hard part sometimes is like when you do comedy so steady sometimes it's like I just can't like it's almost like you have not like your brain just like says I'm done. And it's like feels like there's nothing funny for like a couple months and then all of a sudden boom everything's funny again. It's
Yeah,
kind of weird.
sometimes you can get into that pilot mode, especially when things aren't like you're not getting booked as much, and you're not like especially in that 3-4 year range, like where you're at. I think that's the toughest part to be a comic because now the growth isn't as big.
Mhm.
It's real. No, I don't know. It's really cool to see once you get over that hump and you understand that the little things are what's going to get you better, and it's not always going to be this 180 transformation.
Yeah.
Uh, it's a slow process. It's always a marathon, not a sprint. And
Yeah, and I started producing a little bit too. Like some smaller shows and stuff.
Mhm.
But it's like, okay, I like now I understand like that part of it. Like you know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
for the most part. And like trying to deal with comics and trying to make sure everybody gets paid fairly and everything. Cause me, it's like I have a day job. So I don't really need comedy for the money. I'm just kind of doing it so like, okay, if it helps other people out, cool. Then that's my thing. It's like I'd rather help like the money go to the comics and let them get more value out of their time.
Yeah,
Because you know, what I mean, like you could do 10 minutes for $20 for somebody, or if the show goes really well, you get $50, or
yeah,
or you get more. So, I think one show we evened out, and everybody was able to get like $80
that's
because of how
good.
much. So it was like okay, but we sold a bunch of tickets so that everybody could get paid that. So I'm like,
Mhm.
it's almost like telling people it's like, hey, help promote, everybody gets a good payday.
I, I'm afraid to book shows and produce shows because I know how overlooked I was when I was in Dallas. The trouble was when I was in Dallas is that I was putting in the work, doing well at mics, just doing everything and taking it seriously like I'm supposed to be a real comic and trying to transition from micer to actual working comic, but I couldn't get booked anywhere.
Yeah,
And that's why I was signing up for Kill Tony for almost a year because it was like, if no one's gonna book me here, I gotta do well on Kill Tony so that I can get booked more. I gotta kind of force people's hands in that way to book me. And then that's when I had to move and now I get booked a lot more steady. And I
yeah,
get a lot more out of state gigs, which are cool. So it's like trying to find that balance is like who do you give a shot to so they can develop, but then you also have to think of the show and everything of that nature. So it's like producing is a lot harder because you have your development spots and then you have the spots that are of established comics, and then you have to check boxes sometimes because if you don't have a girl on a show every week, people are like, oh, but if you, so it's
I,
like,
yeah, I already have a story about that one. Then yeah, I'm just gonna be quiet on that one in case someone hears it.
well, and that's the thing is like, if you're funny, I just book funny. If I'm going to do a show, I did like a pop up show and I booked funny people and I booked one woman who was funny.
Yeah,
And I think
that's my thing is I don't
sometimes,
care who you are, what you look like, whatever. As long as you're funny, then okay. But I've also had people go and be like, "Oh yeah, like this person's really funny," and it's like, "I've seen you." Nah.
well, no, the problem I have is you'll see it in a scene where it's a mediocrely funny or a brand new comic, but they're a woman and they're getting booked on everything, and then everyone's going, "Oh my God, they're so much better." Well, yeah, because they're getting in front of real crowds 3 months in, and they're having to get better, and they're getting better because they're getting that good stage time. You give anyone that much stage time, they're going to get better
Yep.
if they're putting any effort into it because they have the motivation to.
Yeah. That's why I like when I use the shows as like I just forget where I was going to go with. Oh, I used to like I have like comics who are like a year or two, like have like a year in. I was like, hey, I need a door guy. Like, you want to take tickets at the door? It's like you'll get guest spot, and then like they're going to get paid for doing the guest spot too. So it's
Yeah,
not like they're getting anything out of it, but it's also like, hey, it's helping me out because I don't have to stand there and take tickets. But
exactly.
then they get a spot too, and then I said, hey, you
Yeah,
do
and
really good
people
on the
work.
5, I'll give you a 10, like on
Yeah,
a future spot.
and I had when I didn't get my first show in Dallas till 2 years in living in Dallas. I finally got a show, and it was a 5 minute guest spot because he'd never heard of me. And I went in, and I did really well. And I had a bunch of people come out. Everyone was like, "Wow, you did really good." Da, da, da. And then I kept coming out, and then I was getting spots at little bar shows, but I couldn't get anything club level. And
Yeah,
then club open mics, I was still third block, the last ones, and I was doing well. And then there was a mic that was 2 hours away from me in McKinney, Texas, when I was living in Fort Worth, and it was on a Monday. And I was like, why would I drive 2 hours for a 5 minute mic? And he was like, oh, the hang is so much fun when I could just go to Kill Tony and if I get on, maybe I could do well. And that's when I kind of made that decision. And a lot of Dallas folks didn't like it. They were like, why are you going to Kill Tony? You should be hanging out here. And then I got on and they were like, oh, we're so happy for you. I was like, I bet you are.
yeah,
And then they all were like, hey, if you ever need a feature when you're on the road, no, I'll pick the people that I want to pick.
yep.
So it's all relative. And we
That's
all,
that's why I'm like, just be kind to people. Like, just be cool
yeah.
with everybody because you never know who's going to take off here. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? And I'm not saying just be nice for that reason, but just also things go easier when you're nicer about it.
And the thing is if you're nicer and you don't have any drama, it's easier for you to be around everyone. If you're so drama filled, because I think some people they have this idea that there has to be something going on. There's always beef that has to no. If you're just being funny and treating this like a job where you come in, you have coworkers, you treat them kindly, you talk about the weather,
Yeah.
and then you go the fuck home or you go hang out somewhere else and have another life. It doesn't always have to be comedy. Yeah, I like to hang and I hang out too,
Yeah.
but
I'd
I
rather,
also do shit with non-comedians because sometimes that's just refreshing.
yeah. Yeah.
I
Like,
don't have to talk shop all the time.
oh, yeah. Cause there's times where you're just like, I just want to go to a concert and have fun.
Mhm.
Like,
Mhm.
usually like a lot of sometimes I go to concerts now because like the people I used to party with, they all like got girlfriends and got married. Me, I started doing comedy because I didn't have anything else going on. So it's like it's mostly them like, oh hey, so what have you been up to?
Mhm.
And so it's like you end up still kind of talking comedy almost,
Yeah.
but it's all like, yeah, I'm just hustling, just trying to do the hustle.
Yeah. And
get
sometimes
better.
people don't understand. Like, I get a lot of online hate, especially when I was on KillTony a lot. There was this big online hate bubble. And there's been a couple people that were like, "Oh, I'm so much better," and I had like a little burner for a while, and I was like, "Hey, man, well then show your stuff, post it on here, and Kill Tony and the Kill Tony Reddit. Let's see if you're ready to be the next star." And they were like, "Oh no, I'm not doing that." I was like, "Oh, well then why do you want to talk shit about someone who's actually putting themselves out there?"
Yeah, I try to avoid the comments because like I try to stay positive, and there's always one person that's going to be a hater. There's
Yeah.
always got to be one. Like I put videos out, and like you'll catch, oh yeah, it's got mostly all likes, and then there's that one dislike, and
Mhm.
it's like I know who that is. That's my local enemies out there trying to. Thanks,
And he,
guys.
you know what's funny? The guy was from Pittsburgh. I started digging in, and he was a little Pittsburgh comic. He's like, "Yeah, I'm better than Drew." I was like, "Well, then post your stuff. If you're so much better than him, let's see you." He's like, "I'm
Ooh,
not posting my stuff out there." Well, then I was like, "Well, then why do you want to throw stones?"
yeah, that's the stuff that irritates me. Is like when people just do that, just shit talking to shit talk. But it's like,
Mhm.
let's see your stuff. Let's see what you
That
do. And then they're like, ah, well, I'm like, okay, then maybe just don't talk then,
that's that's how it is. And now I don't look at the comments just because I feel like they don't understand everything, and like there's a lot of backstage stuff that people don't know and didn't know, especially. And so it's like you have no idea what was going on. So don't act like you
Yeah.
like most of your favorites couldn't do some of the stuff that I was doing either. So it is, and sometimes it is a learning lesson of like everyone's learning as the show goes. So sometimes there's going to be highs and lows and valleys and adjustments. And oh, well, we got to do this instead of this. So because this is kind of a one of a kind pod, there's always these new things coming up. So
Oh yeah, because I mean it's a live podcast, so anything can happen. Literally. So I tried doing a live podcast. Like I didn't try to record it live, like live on YouTube. Just like try to record a live episode, and it
mhm.
was chaos, like absolute chaos. Like I'm stressed because I'm thinking like, what am I going to say next? Because I try to keep these unplanned. Like a lot of people, I won't even like look up if I don't know who it is. I'm not going to look them up because I want it to be like, oh no, it's just two people getting to know each other, hanging out. Like it's supposed to be like a hangout vibe. So when I do a live episode, I just said I'm going to ask comedians to tell me a story where they got too drunk or too stoned on St. Patrick's Day.
Mhm.
That could just only go badly. So I
Yeah.
think we were good up until like the ending, and then it was like started to fall apart towards the end, and it's like, oh, thank God this is over.
Yeah. And live stuff like that where it's in the moment and there's always these things that you never know how things could go. I mean, we had an episode where this guy got on and he said, "I just want to confess my love to Kim Congdon," and he was like this really creepy guy, and like I was backstage for that, and everyone in that room and backstage. I mean, we had all the officers there, all the security guys. They were ready when he walked. When he walked back there, he was gone. But
Yeah.
it was so scary because what if she was on there? But it was such a scary moment because you just never know.
Oh
And
yeah,
then
you're getting some crazy people sign up too that aren't they have no intention of doing comedy. They're just crazy and they're going to sign up. Like,
yeah, I mean, I've seen it, and so it's like, well, what do you do then? And there was supposed to be a bucket pool before me, but then he was like, "Oh, we're gonna sage the room," and I was like, "Oh boy, I got to go up after this guy." And I went up and I had a good set, and then it was Matt Rife and Adam Ray as one of his characters, and it was it's a fun time. We
yeah.
we get along, and the minute is the chore, the interview is the reward. And so like I'll do the minute because everyone wants to analyze the minute of stand up, especially if you're one of the recurring characters. Um, but the interview, you get to have fun. You get to be free. You get to be yourself. You get to, have funny banner. You get to interact with the guests. Like that's fun.
Yeah.
The minute is okay. Once you've done the minute a couple times, now the fun of doing a minute is not there anymore. That's the chore to me. I still do it because I love comedy and I'm working on stuff and I'm trying to do a minute that I'm passionate about because then it shows on stage. But it just But the interview is where I really have fun because that's when I can show myself.
See, to me, that's the thing that I think makes me most nervous, because I panic sometimes in moments like that. And if they ask me a question that I don't really know how, I'm trying to answer in the right way so it doesn't come off stupid, I'm going to come off even more stupid.
Being genuine is the biggest key to the interview. If you're being yourself and you're not trying to placate or you're not trying to put on a facade of someone else or what you want to be on camera, you're just yourself, it comes off a lot better. It's a lot easier and you'll have a lot more fun because then Tony's been doing this a long time. The Red Band's been doing this a long time where they know what's going on. They know how to sniff things out. And so just being yourself and being the best that you can be and being honest with your answers is what's going to get you the best results. That's probably the best thing I could say.
Heck yeah. So have you been up to Pittsburgh yet for any?
No, I haven't been to Pennsylvania for comedy yet, but I'm trying to figure. Whenever someone wants me to come out, I'll be there.
Yeah, I was gonna say you have to come out sometime. We'll take you out and like show you different spots. Like you gotta have some permanis.
What is that?
So basically, it's 2 slices of Italian bread,
Mm-hmm.
and then coleslaw, French fries, and then whatever you want in between. Like basically, if you want steak, they have steak and cheese, or they have like ham and cheese, or different stuff like that.
Coleslaw. Ugh.
Listen, I didn't come up with it, and apparently the reason why was because all the steel mills were around here, so the
Mhm.
workers could come in, get that sandwich, and that was basically like enough to
Meal.
cover you. Yeah, it's basically a meal wrapped in one.
Mhm.
Yeah, but like it's always like when people come, they always have to try it. It's
Yeah,
not it's not bad.
I don't do coleslaw. I don't. I just started doing potato salad like 10 years ago. My family is really picky eaters. Like my mom, she has like 4 things she'll have for like dinner.
Yeah,
It's like hot dogs, grilled cheese, bean burritos, and pizza. Like that's all. That was kind of her diet when it came to like an entree, and like so eat. So like now I'm opening myself up to food because like if my dad didn't like it, then I wasn't having it because it was kind of stuck. But now I like potato salad.
that's
Finally,
fair. Do you like the ones with they put mustard in it though, like the yellow kind?
yeah, that's where it's at, man.
It's good that it gives you that extra tang. See, my mom, she never put the mayonnaise in it, or she never put the mustard in it. She just put mayonnaise and potatoes. She did mayonnaise, potatoes, celery, onions. That's it, and like pepper and salt.
Ugh.
I think she would hard boil an egg too.
Okay.
So like, it still end up being like it's pretty good. But like to me, I like putting a little mustard in and gets the extra tang, and then she gets all insalted. I'm like, I just like it yellow.
Deviled egg.
It's nothing
Deviled
personal.
egg. Deviled egg potato salad is. That's where it's at. That's where you're gonna get the good stuff.
That's when man, we went to Austin. I like the pizza place near Red Band's Club.
Oh, okay.
That pizza place I thought was pretty good. Um, and then we went to Terry Black's when we were down there. But I'm like, I always like going to like find me the hole in the wall place because those are always the better food.
Yeah,
Sometimes the best food is not the place you want to look into the kitchen.
and it's also like I don't want to go to the expensive spot because now it better be good because I'm paying this much for it.
Yeah.
So now it has to live up to expectation.
Yeah.
So
I will say Terry Black's had pretty bomb banana pudding though. That little
yeah,
dessert thing they give. Oh my god! Like
pretty
my
good.
diabetes, like my foot almost fell off. That's how good that
Uh,
stuff was. Um. So I was reading a lot. I guess you were in the Air Force.
yeah.
So like got any tips on those aliens? Anything?
Uh,
You see
just
anything?
no, I didn't see anything. I didn't see any of the crazy stuff. None of that. Um, but I was working and training mostly, so it sucked. But it is what it is. You know, it's part of me. It's part of my story.
Hey,
So
when you're 18, they give you a life choice and they're like, here, which one you want to pick? And you're like, this looks cool. And then you do it and you're like, this sucked.
yeah,
I will never
like,
do this again.
exactly. But you know, now I'm doing something I like, and you know, I get a lot of servicemen that come up to me and we have a chat, and we're always having a good time. So
Oh, yeah. And my thing is, I feel like the people that appreciate comedy the most are like first responders and like servicemen or,
yeah,
yeah, whichever, because everyone has that fucked up sense of humor to be able to do that kind of job. Because you're
yeah.
going to see some wild shit. So it's like they have to find some way. That's what people get mad like cops laughing on body cam sometimes. But I'm like, do you understand? Like, this is how they cope with what just happened. Like, you would be
Hmm.
having PTSD and crying right now. They're laughing about it. That's how they're dealing with it.
Yeah,
Yeah, they'll deal with it later, like away from you. That's how they're not breaking down right now.
yeah.
But yeah, man,
Okay.
if you ever come up to Pittsburgh, like, yeah, hit us up sometime. Like,
Yes, sir.
we'll
Yeah,
definitely like, we're down to hang out. Just show you some
yeah.
places, cool spots. I appreciate you coming on and doing this, man.
Yes, sir. Of course. And you guys can find me on Instagram at _Drew Nickens. Um, I'm on there. I'm doing content when I can. I'm kind of just focusing on stand up at the moment, just because content is stressful because then you're then numbers focused. And you're trying to see what's going on, and right now I don't need that for my mental health. It can get a little bit uh, too complicated.
No,
So
I totally understand that between trying to run the podcast, stand up, and produce, and then
mhm,
still work your day job. Sometimes you're just like, all right, I'm burnt out. I just want to relax, play some
yeah,
Call of Duty, play some Fortnite. I don't care. I just need to relax.
yeah. But yeah, y'all come see me on there, and if you're on OnlyFans, I'm on OnlyFans. No sexual content for stuff like that, and I'll. But thank you guys so much. Y'all have a great day. All right.
Heck yeah, man! I'll post your links too in the episode description.
Excellent. Thank
All
you.
right, see you guys.
Okay. See y'all.